The flower lights are coming in the next 2 to 3 days.
What's going on with the cameras?
I don't know if they're in yet.
It's little things, but these are big things. The things that they need to.
Strict code, hands off my ex and homies over.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
We play.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Rams. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Larry, there's a new stadium set to open in Inglewood in 2019, but for now, we're in the heart of the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. Now the Hall of Famer Dorsett, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Throwing right, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Winston. And that is incomplete. Tony Dorsett, the intended target. And that brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is taken around the 12. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And some room to roam now. A big gain there on 3rd and long. 34 yards. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the 1st.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that. And when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
All right, now look at this. Detroit. Here we go now.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people are going to look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. If he needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick here is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball. Put points on the board first and let everyone start to celebrate.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now Jameis on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And Jenkins is a guy in this offense that I know you like to talk about.
Absolutely love to talk about Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His ability to play at any position, whether it's as a wide receiver or as an inline tight end, his versatility, some of the best in the league.
You even gave him the full name there.
Austin Seferian-Jenkins. He is the real deal. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And taken right on the 30. Give him 11 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like
He's got it at the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And they'll run it here. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Stonewalled on second down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. They come out here in the I. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
They'll run it with Tony D. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Off the play fake. Winston. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have...
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Time running out here on the play clock.
Now let's go.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on third down.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. So he makes the grab and the change move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Second down, the ball, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Rams add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
Winston now to throw on for, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Second down, Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Third and long for Winston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
All right, here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
All right, here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Surveying the field. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with an acrobatic catch. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Winston. He's got a man, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Catches like that from Mike Evans, just another reason he was the 7th pick in 2014.
It's almost not fair because you can see the frame. What is he, about 6'5" or so, somewhere in that neighborhood? So his catch radius is absolutely tremendous. That makes it very difficult to cover him, even if you surround him with people. But also, he can run. I mean, his speed is absolutely surprising to a lot of people.
On 2nd down, and he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. So 3rd and 20, defense in the nickel.
Surprised they didn't go with 6 DBs, the dime look.
Jameis to throw it. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 48. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9.
All right, here we go.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. That second down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Now Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it. Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Going left side, it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Play was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Marquette King now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, we're 1 and 2 on 3rd down. You're a little off balance.
Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. They've got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on the line, he's got plenty of arm to do it. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Ready. Check 4. Easy. Watch the twitch.
From the red zone now, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. In motion, Safarian Jenkins. A second down throw for Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Winston now. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Their big-bodied receiver with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy shy of the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. Got to take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play for the Bucs there on third down. 67 yards. And quickly, they get to the line. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
Second down, Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They'll come out in the pistol. On third down, Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
Pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll come out in the pistol. And the play clock's running down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Again, we'll see the pistol here. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for L.A. 57 yards.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop. Touchdown, LA! A great play there with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Deep drop. He's going to fight. And this is taken in at the 5. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Los Angeles, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at EA Sports.
Nelly, baby, mama.
Stay tuned, everybody. We'll be right back. Right here, Showtime.
Damn, I don't see that loud.
Vontae, I just smacked Justin ass in Madden. He don't want to come back to the party.
My first time at the Apollo was incredible. I was 22 years old. I had 22 years of material, but you were only allowed to do 7 minutes. I'm stressed out, man. Just came home from jail. Everybody in jail do that same hard jail walk. You go to jail, this is everybody in jail. You know, it was great. It's the Apollo. I felt I had conquered it. I felt like I had arrived. Not me, man. I went to jail. They thought I was on medication. Because I came through on some other stuff. I came through like this. Hey, if you gonna come for real, come for real. And that's all I got.
He said one. He said one.
Our next performer is a comic from the UK who moved
Clemson ended up winning?
18 months ago with a dream to become a famous stand-up here in the U.S. Here is Will Mars. Will, how you doing, man?
I'm nervous. This is a big room. There's a few in, isn't there?
Yeah. Don't be nervous, man. Hang in there.
I think they've come to see you.
Yeah, they come to see me, but you here. They really come to see everybody. This is the Apollo, man. Never been here before?
I auditioned here a month ago. First time I've stepped foot inside the place, so...
Well, welcome to the Apollo, man. Yeah.
Alright, let's see what you can do.
Stand-up is tough, man. It's a tough business. I've been doing it a long time. Pretty comfortable. These are some great people at times. And y'all happy here? It's all love, man. How about it? You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, folks, give it up for Will Mars.
Yeah, he's so simple.
It's been 5 months since I was European. I'm just British now, that's what I am. But it's been the best year to be a British guy in America. Because Brexit happens, I don't live there. Trump happens, I'm not from here. Growing up, my parents, they had 3 jobs. They were all my mothers. My father was a decent guy. He was decent enough to leave us. That's what happened. No, Eddie Murphy was like a father to me. I didn't know him either. So he left. So my mother raised us single-handedly. She had to. She was a heavy smoker. The only thing I've achieved is that I've managed to become invisible to women. That's my latest achievement, right? Like, I mean, I've never been the best-looking man in the world. It's just nowadays I'm not even the best-looking me anymore, right? This is the worst version of me so far, right? Like, I put weight on easier than I used to, and I hate that. But I think we should just rebrand fat. I think we should just call it energy. Because that's all it is. This is just 2 inches of energy that I haven't used yet. That's all that is. If I was a solar panel, I could sell that, right? But I'm not, so I'm stuck with it, and we're told it's ugly, you know. I don't like my hair, because there's pieces missing. It's like a thrift store jigsaw, this. No one's buying that anymore. I'll be honest, though, I'll be honest. My biggest fear isn't going bald. My biggest fear is one day being brave enough to shave this off, and then finding out I've got a fantastic bald head underneath. Because that's the day I realise I've been covering up a solid oak floor with a threadbare carpet. If there's a Vin Diesel under this, I'm going to be devastated. See, anything worse than being a bald man forever is finding out you could have been a successful one a bit sooner. I mean, I don't know, I could have been a Steve Harvey, I don't know. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys. I've been Will Mars. Thank you.
Can I tell you how hard that is to do? To come out here, that dude right there was funny, man. He had a great angle. Man, that was pretty good, man. Kind of looked at Eddie Murphy as a father figure. I didn't know him either. Eddie Murphy's my daddy. I don't know him. That's funny, man. Damn, that's funny. You ready for more?
Yes.
They gave us the soundtrack of our lives while they perfected their art right here on the Apollo stage. Let's take a look at some more legends of hip-hop who can trace their beginnings to right here.
Everybody was laughing out loud. I thought only Mama Grandma would be proud. I wish I had snuck in the surprise.
I just went to work for my 9 to 5. Think I tried, baby, I still alive.
If I walk up the street, what you like this? Feeling out of places, man, if I miss a pen and a paper, still do a shaker. Being never being a nice bitch, yeah. Bitch, which is my favorite dish. Without the money, it's still a risk. Compare like the dream about getting paid. I take it to the books, to the rhymes that I made. So never test me if I got pulled.
If I spend it, and I paid it full. Hey.
Apollo, are y'all ready?
Left the rhyme today like a gay motherfucking black knight. And his gay sidekick. The fuck that was. Look sexy. But you know, oh. President Obama, Jay-Z, Donald Trump, Lil Wayne, Kevin Hart, and Kanye West. So why bother when we have our next performer? Please welcome the comic who is all of these people and a whole lot more. Give it up for Jay Farrell. Okay, Farrell. I love Jay Farrell.
What's going on when you're okay up here? You got rappers out. Rappers trying to be politicians. Kanye West trying to run for president. Listen, I ain't got no problem with Kanye West being the president. I just don't feel as a nation we are ready for Kim Kardashian to be the first lady.